The man has been accused of rape, of which he is innocent. Whoo, he hasn't been accused of being racist. Look, you work at this racket, you're going to meet a lot of people at their most human, which is to say their worst. There are things that all of us would rather... What's this?
It's a statement from the hotel cleaning lady. She now remembers finding red sequins underneath the bed.
Hold the fuck on! What, tell me again?
It's a statement from the maid who now remembers finding red sequins underneath the bed.
What prompted her to think again?
I beg your pardon?
Why did the cleaning lady think again? She all of a sudden got the idea to remember something she forgot? Why would she do that?
How would I know?
How did we get this statement?
It just came in.
Get Kelly on the phone.
What?
They got a statement from the hotel cleaning lady. Hello, Kelly. When? Yeah. At whose instigation? She just came in. The maid just came in. You're telling me that some half-literate, illegal hotel maid suddenly took it upon herself to go back to the police?
Half-literate.
Rosa fucking Gonzalez. I have to call you back.
Half-literate hotel maid.
Can we call things by their name? Her social security number is false. Her employment application is written in a misspelled scrawl. She's illegal. God bless her. That's what she is. When in a million years is this woman going of her own free will back to the police in a case she probably can't even understand to call to their attention something she can't possibly feel is important? Tell me that. Our client. Did our client talk to someone? Because if not, somebody told the other side, and there goes our fucking case. And innocent man is going to jail. I do not understand. All right. We get.
Could you go and get my briefcase?
No. She should be here.
I need the fucking briefcase.
I'll get it.
Thank you.
I don't understand. How in the fucking world does this immigrant suddenly get the idea to remember the sequence? And go back to the cops. The fucking cops are La Migra. Prosecution thought of it. They suggested her. They planted the idea. Well, I'll take her apart on the stand. I'll fucking murder her. All right, I need her deposition.
The prosecution?
I need her deposition.
The prosecution didn't suggest her.
Then where does she suddenly get the idea?
You mind that I sent Susan for the briefcase?
I don't understand why you need it.
I don't need it.
Why'd you send her away?
Pretty girl.
Why'd you send her away?
Because she sold us out.
The girl sold us out.
That's right.
How do you know that? Because she's black?
No, because I'm black and I'm not affected by her bullshit.
Boy, and I am.
Mm-hmm. Do you see what's been going on here? Do you see this postmodern equivalent to a nigger act? For the right response when you asked her to put on a dress was not, fuck you, whitey, but no thank you and thanks for the job. With a white man, you would have seen it. White woman, maybe. Black woman, you're blind as a bat.
I am, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And why is that?
Because you're guilty.
And what am I guilty about? Slavery?
No, you weren't there for slavery. All people are guilty. Didn't you say that? And she exploited it. I mean, why the fuck shouldn't she put on the dress? Is she not a member of this law firm? I told you not to hire her, Jack. Day one.
Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm. And you overrode my suggestion.
You went along with it.
I was wrong.
Well, what should you have done?
I should have told you that you were a fool.
I was concerned that her record with her credentials.
No, you were concerned that she'd sue us if you turned her down.
Well, you know what? Yes, I was.
Now look what she's done. Huh? Black or white, Jack, the girl's trouble.
You knew that on day one.
I did. Her college thesis. Did you read it? Check this out. Structural survival of racism in a supposedly bias-free transaction. Quote, the nexus of oppression is ineluctable, even the consciousness of the oppressor. Indeed, this consciousness, least of all, is capable of expunging from his acts and utterances the dialectic of dominance. See, Jack, you feel like you're immune because you understand the problem. But what you don't understand is that to her, you are the problem. And she sold us out because of the race of our client. That's all.
She sold us out.
Mm-hmm. She called the prosecution about the dress, and I bet you a fucking dollar she called the college roommate.
Whoa, how would she get his name?
The list?
Uh-huh.
The list of sins you asked our client to write. I used to go tomcatting with my roommate, Bill. Thank you. Susan, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Did you ask our client for a check?
That's correct.
Why?
You asked me to keep him occupied.
But you've spoke to several clients before. Did you do that with them? Did you?
I was only doing as I was told.
But you never did that before.
I don't understand where you're going.
Did you call the court about the dress?
That's not what I called the court.
Then why did you call the court?
Kelly was on a... Why do you think I called the court?
I think you wanted the client here.
Of course I wanted him here. I believed you wanted him here.
Well, we were in the process of deciding that when your act committed us. You think he's guilty?
I think it's irrelevant.
But you believe he's guilty?
In fact, I do.
You believe he is?
I'm certain of it.
And when did you reach that conclusion?
I don't know. I read it in his, You asked him to write a list of confessions, things he done.
You see?
You said you thought he was guilty when you first saw him because I asked you what you thought and you said you thought he looked guilty, but you say now you always knew he was guilty?
The evidence seems to indicate that he is.
Yes, but you thought so previous to the evidence.
Yes, that's right.
Why?
We all have our prejudices.
Yes, that's right.
But we try to suspend them.
We do.
In the interest of our clients.
And what were your prejudices?
Women were taught to be wary of men.
Anything else?
He's white.
Thank you. And is a white man entitled to legal representation?
And so you were doubly prejudiced against him.
That's right.
Because he's white.
White men have traditionally exploited black women.
Is that prejudice?
Perhaps it is. And perhaps I was aware of it and strove to put it aside.
But you thought he was guilty.
No, I was sure he was guilty.
And did you think he should be punished?
I thought he would be punished.
You thought he should be punished.
That's right.
By you?
Not by me, no.
By whom?
By the court.
That's the wrong answer. The right answer is, what are you getting at? That's the wrong answer.
Did you sell us out?
When did you cease to trust me?
Did you sell us out?
Did you trust me when you hired me?
I didn't, Jack did.
Why?
Because you lied on your employment form.
Uh-huh.
Did you call the prosecution? Did you call the college roommate, Susan?
But your partner took a chance on me.
That's right.
Why? Why?
How the fuck would I know? Because you came up the hard way. Because you're smart. Because you're black. Because you're young and pretty. Is it all a crime now? Is it all a crime?
You mistrust me because I'm black.
Say I do. Did I have a reason to?
Did you?
Well, you lied on your employment form.
And is that something that black people do?
Uh-huh.
If you mistrusted me, then why in the world did you hire me?
I mistrusted you, but I suppressed it.
Why?
Because you're black.
Because I'm black.
And I thought you deserved a chance, and I gave you a chance, and you betrayed me.
On what evidence?
Deny it.
Just deny it, Susan. Tell me I'm wrong. The man's innocent.
Is he?
Is he? The fuck does that mean? The man's our client. He is our client. And an innocent man is going to have his life ruined by you. You sold us out. You sold our client out, didn't you?
An innocent man?
Get out of my sight. Get out of my sight, you fucking ingrate!
You forgot to say nigger.
Get out of my sight.
Thank you. That was the DA. The first responding officer just submitted a page of his initial report where he remembers seeing sequins sprawled all over the room. It was in his coat pocket. And our client just confessed to rape.
Susan.
Do you want me to tell you what I think about white people? The silver spoon went missing and you fired the maid. You cannot help yourselves. And you wonder what black people think of you? As you said, we know you will betray us every chance you get. You're like children. You're like sick children. Didn't this fool knew the man raped the girl? You knew. Didn't you care?
You called the prosecution about the dress.
I told you I did not.
But you called the college roommate.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, Susan. We know you did. A guy to remember that slide over 30 years? Tell me it's untrue.
Is it untrue?
That slide over 30 fucking years? Shit he's had to eat? That guy didn't even...
It was his college roommate.
It was some white boy he went to college with. He wouldn't even remember the letter until you called and drummed him up. You called and drummed him up, didn't you?
Is that what I did?
And your act was a violation of the law.
As was yours when you had me investigated.
Did you betray me?
In any event, it would have had no bearing on the justice of this case.
No, you tell me why.
Because, white man, he was guilty.